All right, guys, we are back with top 8 hat format at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got Stephen Bronder on the left playing Geargia Hands versus Aaron Patino on the right playing Sylvans. So Bronder went X1 in Swiss while Patino went X2. So we'll see who move on to top 4. Looks like Patino activates Upstart and then activates Mount Sylvania. So Mount Sylvania is a field spell. Once per turn, you can send a plant monster from your hand or your face-up from your side of the field to put any Sylvan card on top of your deck. So you could put Sylvan Charity on top. So Patino could have done that right now if he doesn't have Sylvan Charity. But maybe he already has a Sylvan Charity, so maybe there's no reason to put the Sylvan Charity on top. Also, I think he knows Steven is playing Geargia, so that's why he stacked the Marshall Leaf on top, because he's going to try and pop his armor, but I think Bronder's going to play around it. Oh, I guess he didn't. So now he's going to, main deck Royal Decree and activates Marshall Leaf. He's going to pop the armor. Oh, no, see, I think Steven expected it, so that's why he set the MK2. So Decree in the main deck. Oops, sorry, I was supposed to gain 2. He's supposed to gain 1,000 for Upstart, So he uses Sylvania's effect again. He's going to stack a Hermitry on top of his deck. Maybe he upstarted into the field spell. That's why he didn't use... Yeah, okay. That's also another possibility. Maybe the card he drew off Upstart was the field spell. So that's why he didn't do the charity play. So here he Lone Fires for the Hermitry. And now activates Soul Charge. So it looks like Bronder doesn't have a way to... I mean, he's got 4 trap cards, so Patino probably... That Decree's probably going to win him this game. So here, Patino activates Lone Fire, tributes the Marshall Leaf, brings out another Lone Fire. Lone Fire tributes the other Lone Fire, brings back Sylvan Princess Sprout. I think this game is over. If Bronder needs, like... Yeah, it's not looking good. That Decree might just win him the game. So he excavates Spore and now uses Hermitry's effect to excavate the top card of his deck. And since it was a plant, you draw a card thanks to Hermitry's effect. Now Princess Sprout, when it's excavated, you can special summon it and declare level 1 through 8, and it becomes that level. So that's why he was able to XYZ summon Felgrand. So he's using Hermitry's effect to excavate the top card of his deck, but he's not hitting any plants, so he's not going to draw. Now he XYZ summons another level 8. Now he already used that long, so he's got double Felgrand and passes. He can still use Spore. So let's see. I don't think Steven can get out of this. So he attacks the Lone Fire. You don't even have to negate this. That's the worst part. Like, I guess you would, just why not? Yeah. Steven should probably just concede this game. Yeah, he passes. So end phase Sylvania. So yeah, Mount Sylvania has 2 effects. You can also, during your opponent's end phase, excavate the top card of your deck. That's why during Steven's end phase, he excavated the Marshall Leaf to pop the armor. So you activate Sylvan Charity, reveals. So Sylvan Charity, you draw 3 cards, and you have to reveal... You return 2 to the top of the deck, and you have to reveal at least 1 Sylvan card. You do reveal both. So here he activates Miracle Furt, special summons Hermitry, uses Hermitry's effect to excavate the top card of his deck. He excavated the Mushroom, which is the Mushroom, when it's excavated, you pop a spell or trap card. So he popped the face down Gear. Now he's using Mount Sylvania to stack. He sent Peacekeeper from his hand to the grave, puts Cherub Sprout on top of his deck, then uses Sage Koi's effect to excavate the top card of his deck, which is Cherub Sprout, yeah. Steven should have conceded a long time ago. I think he just looked at his top card. So Patino, would Steven have been able to fight out of it if it wasn't for Royal Decree? I don't know. So I think if you're playing Sylvans, you have to. I think it just depends on the format. Like, do you build your deck to beat the trap card decks, or do you build your deck to beat the combo decks? That's kind of one of the scenarios in hat format. I think it depends on the popularity of the decks. Like if the hat deck is more popular, then I think you build your deck to beat those decks. But then you might run into like the Sylvan Mirror match. You might run into Lightsworn Ruler, and then those cards like Road Decree aren't going to be as good. So here, Patino. So Bronder went first, set a monster, set 2 back rows, and Patino summons Lone Fire, pops the second one, brings out Hermitry, activates Sylvan Charity. So he's doing this, so he's going to draw 3 cards. Yeah, he's doing this so that way he can use Hermitry's effect, and he knows exactly what he's going to mill from the top of his deck. Oh yes, he's got the mushroom, so he's gonna manipulate because he's gonna put the card he wants to draw first and the card he wants to excavate at the very top. He has to reveal at least 1 Sylvan card. So yeah, he reveals the mushroom and the Hermitry. So I guess he doesn't want to mill the... Okay, so... Oh, yeah, he messed up. I remember, yeah. I remember he told me what happened. He messed up. I was sitting next to them, and he told me he messed up. So, since a Sylvan was excavated, he gets to special summon Sage Koya from his hand. So, Sage Koya, when a Sylvan... I believe when a Sylvan monster is sent from the... When a Sylvan is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Sage Koya from your hand. I think you reveal it, and then special summon it. Okay, so here he pays, what, 2,000 life points for Soul Charge. But Stephen chained DD Crow to get rid of the Hermitry, so... Remember, you pay for Soul Charge at Resolution, so that's why he only had to pay 2,000 instead of 3, even though he did target 3. Now, for Soul Charge, for those of you guys who may not know, you can only activate 1 Soul Charge per turn, and you cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you, use Soul Charge. So he uses Lone Fire to bring out Princess Sprout and Hermitry. So Princess Sprout, you excavate the top card of your deck, and then put Princess Sprout on top. And it has a second effect, too. When it's excavated, you can special summon it from your graveyard and make it a level 1 through 8. You choose. So he used another Hermitry's effect to excavate the Sprout. And when Hermitry, which is the big red tree, when you excavate, once per turn you excavate the top card of your deck. If it's a plant-type monster, you draw 1 card. Really good card. So I think he's going to end like on a rank 8 and a rank 7. So again, Patino did mess up. He should have put the mushroom on top, and he would have been able to get rid of 1 of Steven's face downs. So right now, Steven should have only 1 back row he needs to play around. But he big eyes the set monster, which is probably Geargia Armor. And let's see what else Patino has. I entered this tournament as well with Sylvans. So it kind of helped because I kind of learned. I definitely made a few mistakes when I played in the tournament. It's just there's things you got to remember. All right, so end phase Geargia Gear. So Geargia Gear, you special summon 2 Geargiano monsters from your deck, and increase their level by 1. You can only activate 1 Geargia Gear per turn. Most of the time, they run 3 of the MK2 and 1 Geargiano. That's like the standard. I've never seen people run 5 or 6. It's usually that's usually what everyone plays. So here they're level 4. He XYZ summons Geargigant X. So Geargigant X, you can attach 1 material to add 1 machine type monster from your graveyard or your hand. And here Steven activates another Geargia Gear. So Patino negated Geargigant X's effect with Felgrand. So Felgrand, once per turn, you can negate the effect of 1 face-up monster on the field, and it's unaffected by card effects for the rest of the turn. So yeah, there you saw Steven brought out all 4 copies of the Geargiano, so he probably doesn't have any more in his deck. I believe Gigant X searches... Let me refresh my memory with Gigant X. I think you search any level 4 or lower machine. Yes, level 4 machine type monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. So here, Steven summons another Geargigant X. So he's probably going to search Accelerator. Yes. So Accelerator, you can special summon it in face-up defense position if you control another Geargia monster. So he controls another Accelerator. So you can special summon Accelerator even with another Accelerator. So he's special summons the Accelerator. It's going to make another rank 4. But which one do you make? Excitonite. Does he have less cards? So Excitonite, basically, if your opponent has more cards in their hand and field combined than you destroy all other cards on the field. It's once per chain during your opponent's during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase. Yes, during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase. And your opponent takes no battle damage that turn. So here, you're seeing that... okay, so what happened was one of the Gigant X's was sent from the field to the graveyard, so you can special summon a level 3 Geargia monster. So he brought back Geargiano. He tributed Geargiano to bring back any level 4 or lower Geargia monster, so he brought back Accelerator. Now, you might be wondering, why did Gigant X not go to the graveyard? Remember, Patino negated it with Felgrand, so it's unaffected by other card effects, so that's why it stayed on the field. Even though Evil Storm Excitonite is supposed to destroy all other cards on the field. Alright. So it looks like Patino can seize this game, so we're going to the third game. Who will move on to top 8? Sylvans or Geargia. Now, Patino he's played a few Edison tournaments, but he has not won on the channel. He did win one Edison tournament, but I was not there that week. I was out of town. Now, Stephen has won quite a few tournaments. He's won 4 times. He's got a few second places. I've only played Stephen in the finals once, and I did beat him the one time we played in the finals. We've played a bunch of times just at locals, but in the finals, yeah, I've only played him once. I remember went to game 3 and I just OTK'd him first turn. I double Miracle Fusioned him. So anyways, here Patino summons Lone Fire, brings out the other Lone Fire, special summons Hermitry. Oh, Soul Charge pays 2,000. Oh wow! So now he pays nothing. So also I don't believe you skip your battle phase. I don't remember. It's first turn, so it doesn't matter. So Stephen chained both Crows to the Soul Charge. So Patino didn't pay any life points. Then he activated Hermitry's effect to excavate the Princess Sprout. He drew 1 card. Princess Sprout special summoned itself, made itself level 8. So he XYZ summoned Felgrand. Then activated Mount Sylvania, the field spell. Send I think a plant type monster. So he sent Sage Koya from his hand to the graveyard, and he's going to stack Martial Leaf on top. So he's doing this because Mount Sylvania, during your opponent's end phase, Mount Sylvania during your opponent's end phase, you excavate the top card of your deck. So if Steven decides to set armor, the Martial Leaf will blow up. I mean, he's going to blow up the Acid Golem anyway. So Acid Golem is a 3,000 monster. Yes, Acid Golem's a 3,000 monster. Okay, so here he popped. Since Martial Leaf got excavated, he popped the Acid Golem, and then he triggered... Yes, then he triggered Sylvan Sage Koya. Since the Sylvan was sent to his graveyard, he was able to special summon Sage Koya from his hand. So then Patino activated Blaster's in-hand effect. So Blaster's in-hand effect, you can discard another fire monster from your hand and itself to destroy any card in the field. He targeted the Geargia gear, which Stephen chained to bring out Geargiano MK2 and the regular Geargiano from his deck. Yeah, he special summoned both from his deck. Their levels increased to 4. And now Patino is stacking a Sylvan on top of his deck for Sylvania. Yes. Activates. So he excavates the Hermitry. He's going to look at the top 3 cards of his deck and put them in any order. So this is going to give him plays to, he wants to stack something that's going to do something during Steven's turn if Steven can't get rid of the field spell. Because that's all he can do. He has no cards in his hand. Oh, nope. He's about to make an illegal play. Okay, he caught it. Good thing he didn't do it. So the Dragon Rulers all have 3 effects, but you can only use 1 effect per turn. That's why he used the in-hand effect to pop the back row, so he was not able to special summon Blaster. You saw he tried there, but then he remembered. Alright, let's see. I mean, this is looking bad for Patino. He can just summon any rank 4 and take the Sage Koya and leave him with no cards, basically. Yep. It's looking good for Steven. He normal summons armor. Is going to XYZ summon. Let's see what he decides to XYZ summon. Do you go for a 101 and take the Sage Koya? Do you Diamond Dye or the Field Spell? I don't know. This is going to be interesting what Steven decides to do. But they're both kind of top decking. Yeah. I don't know what do you do if you're Steven. Do you go Gigant X? You already normal summon, so... If you go Gigant X, you can't run over the Sage Koya. So this is interesting what Steven's going to do here. So he goes 101 in defense mode. So 101, you detach 2 materials to take a face-up attack position monster and make it a material. So end phase, he activates Sylvania, puts Emptiness at the bottom of his deck. And so he probably rearranged that in the order. His game plan was to bring back, to draw into Sylvania. He brings back Sage Koya with Sylvania and then special summons Blaster by banishing 2 fire monsters from his graveyard. Excavates the Upstart, and now it's going to XYZ summon a rank 7. So which one will he go for? Felgrand or Big Eye? So he chooses Big Eye. I think he should have gone Felgrand, right? I think Felgrand would have been decent there. Because you could just negate... You can negate 101, and then you have a Felgrand to stop Steven during his turn. Then Steven activates Geargia Arsenal, tribute Geargia Arsenal, and special summon Geargia Armor from his deck. End phase, he excavates from Mount Sylvania, then draws for turn. But now actually the Big Eye might have, this game's not looking good for Steven. Because now he can abuse Miracle Fertilizer, and he can take Steven's armor. So he's forced to break through skill the Big Eye, and now he can activate Sylvania. Oh yeah, this is not looking good for Steven. This game is over. Yep. Now he activates Mount Sylvania, put that on top, excavate the Princess Sprout, draws 1 card, special summons Princess Sprout. Has he used Blaster this turn? He hasn't used Oh, another Miracle Fur that he drew off of the Hermit Tree. Yeah, this is game. Scoop, Steven. He can make Aurea. Yes, he can make Aurea, rearrange his deck by tributing the Hermitry. I think that's what he's going to do. Yes, effect, tribute the Hermitry. Oh, no, he could have done the other effect. He didn't. So he bounces the monster. This is game. He hasn't used... Does he have fires for Blaster? All right, he excavated. So, yeah, Steven concedes. So you saw the power of Sylvans. I play this deck myself, so I'm kind of learning it. I'm not playing it perfectly, but... I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So hope you guys enjoyed that match. Patino is moving on to, what is this? Sorry, he's moving on to top 4. This was top 8. Yes. Hope you guys enjoyed that match. We'll see if Patino can take Sylvans to the final. He's going to have to win this top 4 match. If I missed anything, let me know in the comments, and let me know how you feel about hat format. I'm loving watching these duels and playing, and I'll see you guys next time. So at the end of the video, I'm showing you guys the standings after Swiss, so you can see the top 16 players. At the end of this tournament, once I upload it, I'm going to go over the decks and a tournament report for this 36-man local. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.